In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. The beginning of Islam. The Arabian Peninsula in the 6th century was a vast and harsh land. Endless sandy deserts were interspersed with mountain ranges and oases where small settlements were found. Most of the population lived in a tribal structure. Every person belonged to a tribe, and the tribe provided protection and meaning to life. Tribal honor and blood feuds were an inseparable part of society. People took pride in their ancestors and lineage, while the values of loyalty, hospitality, and bravery occupied a central place. Life was difficult. Drought, lack of fertile land, and constant intertribal conflicts made existence a struggle. Religiously, Arabia was diverse. Most Arabs were polytheists and worshipped numerous gods and idols. Each tribe had its own patrons, from gods of rain and fertility to spirits of war. Stone and wooden statues stood in sanctuaries, where sacrifices were offered. At the same time, other religious traditions also existed in Arabia. In the northern and southern regions lived Jews and Christians, who preserved their scriptures and beliefs. There were also so-called Hanifs, individuals who rejected idolatry and sought to worship only one God, as Abraham once did. All this created an atmosphere of spiritual search and anticipation of something greater. A special place was occupied by Mecca. This city was located at a strategically important point of trade routes connecting Yemen with Syria and Byzantium. Caravans with spices, textiles, and incense passed through Mecca, bringing wealth and fame to the city. But its significance went far beyond trade. At the center of Mecca stood the Kaaba, a cube-shaped sanctuary that, according to tradition, was built by the prophet Abraham and his son Ishmael. For all Arabs, the Kaaba was a sacred place of pilgrimage. Over time, hundreds of idols representing the gods of different tribes were placed around it. Despite the distortions of faith, the Kaaba remained a symbol of spiritual unity and a national shrine. In 570, a boy was born in Mecca who was destined to change the course of history. His name was Muhammad, son of Abdullah, from the tribe of Quraysh. That year became known as the Year of the Elephant. At that time, the ruler of Yemen set out with a great army and wore elephants, intending to destroy the Kaaba. But his campaign ended in failure. His army was struck by a calamity, and Mecca was spared destruction. People. From the very beginning, the life of young Muhammad was marked by trials. His father died before his birth, and his mother passed away when he was only 6 years old. Thus, he became an orphan in a society where family and tribal protection meant everything. First, his grandfather took care of him, and after his death, his uncle Abu Talib became his guardian. Despite modest means, his uncle loved his nephew and protected him. In his youth, Muhammad tended sheep, and as he grew older, he joined trade caravans. He traveled to Syria and other lands, learning the customs of different peoples and gaining experience. His honesty and fairness quickly earned him respect. People called him Al-Amin, the trustworthy. At the age of 25, Muhammad entered the service of Khadijah, a wealthy merchant and widow. She entrusted him with her caravans, and he returned with great success. Soon after, they married, and their union became an example of respect and love. But despite outward stability, Muhammad was troubled. He was disturbed by the greed and cruelty that dominated society. He saw how the rich and powerful neglected the poor and enslaved. He saw the Kaaba filled with idols and felt that this contradicted the original faith of Abraham. In search of truth, he often retreated to a cave on Mount Hira near Mecca. There he spent nights in reflection on life, creation, and God. In 610, during one of these retreats, an event occurred that forever changed human history. One night in the cave, a mighty presence surrounded him. The angel Gabriel, appeared before him. He said, "Read." Frightened, Muhammad replied, "I cannot read." The angel repeated the command 3 times and then recited the first verses of the Quran. "Read in the name of your Lord who created man from a clot. Read, and your Lord is the most generous. Who taught by the pen, taught man that which he knew not." These words marked the beginning of revelation. Shaken, Muhammad hurried home and told everything to Khadijah. She supported him and assured him that he was truly chosen by God. Thus began a mission that lasted 23 years. The first to believe was Khadijah, then his young cousin Ali, his loyal friend Abu Bakr, and his servant Zayd. These people became the foundation of the new religion. The message of Muhammad was simple and clear. There is only one God, and Muhammad is his messenger. But the Quraysh elite met him with fierce resistance, fearing the loss of power and wealth connected to idolatry. Despite opposition, the seed of the new faith was sown. What began in the quiet of the cave on Mount Hira soon grew into a movement that transformed Arabia and the entire world. This was the dawn of Islam, a call to monotheism, justice, and mercy. The beginning of a story that forever changed the destiny of mankind. Brothers and sisters, if we have made mistakes, we ask Allah's forgiveness. May He grant us knowledge and wisdom. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment, and share this video. Jazakallahu khairan to each of you. To be continued.